everybody. I'm Mimi Steele, and I started an organization called Citizens Alliance for Property Rights, SF Bay Area chapter. I want to give you 2 quotes about property because a lot of us have lost sight of the importance of property. John Adams said, "Property must be secured or liberty cannot exist." George Washington said, "Private property and freedom are inseparable." What's happening around the country, but especially in California and especially in the Bay Area, is an all-out assault on our property rights. And I want to comment, Debbie Bacagalupci said earlier about what was happening with her ranch. And I have to tell you, the reason these things are happening is that in the past they've been able to pick us off one by one, and nobody stood up. So if you're a city person and you find that a rancher is threatened, you need to stand with that rancher, and vice versa. Some of the things that are happening in the Bay Area are the One Bay Area plan. I told you about that earlier, a 25-year plan that combines housing, transportation, and land use. And it's going to squeeze people into these very small urbanized villages. There's another project called the Grand Boulevard. They want to take El Camino from Daly City all the way down to Santa Clara. And on the Grand Boulevard, what they're going to do is take out a car lane in each direction, put in rapid speed buses, and put in on a 1/4 mile each side of the El Camino, they're going to put in high density stack and pack houses with shops underneath. Is that the way you want to live? There's a program going on in Sunnyvale area. It's a 200-page plan for the year 2035. I can't go into all of the terrible things that are happening in that plan, but one of the things that that plan is going to do is require any house built before 1990 to have a complete energy and water audit. What is that going to mean to the property owner? You're going to have to either fix your property before you sell it, or you're going to have to reduce the price. How many people can afford to do that? And that's a plan that a lot of people aren't aware of. And finally, I want to tell you about something I found recently. It's called ballot box planning. What ballot box planning allowed Alameda County to do is put on the ballot a measure to ask the people of Alameda County how several ranchers north of 580 should use their property. 1.2 million people voted to restrict the use of the property of those ranchers north of 580. That should not stand. That was called Measure D in Alameda County. So this stuff is happening, as I said, all over the Bay. We don't know everything that's happening, but this is a good example. One of the more recent property activists said, you either have the right to own property or you are property. And that's where we're going, folks. So we need to stand up and be counted. Mark Levin recently said, as I said before, they're trying to stack us into housing and put us in these urban areas, and their excuse is we're running out of land. Mark Levin on April 9th said, we're not running out of land, we're running out of liberty.
That's right.
I ask all of you, we've got property rights activists in all 9 counties of the Bay Area. Please go to bayarealiberty.org and sign up so you get my announcements. I've got a table over there next to Marilyn Singleton if you want to pick up some literature. And I hope to see you, because they can't pick us off one by one anymore. We have to stand up and be counted. Thank you for your time.
This is another one of our Tea Party heroes.